The Cure. Prologue, The Dawn of Divergence. By Trevion Rivers, humanity had always carried within it the seeds of transformation. Long before the age of interstellar travel, before cities towered into the clouds, and before medicine conquered plagues and deformities, the hidden potential in human DNA lay dormant. It waited, silent, until the age of miracles. That age began in the late centuries of Earth's third millennium. Medicine had advanced so far that disease itself became a rarity. Genetic flaws could be repaired before birth, broken minds could be mended with precision, bodies damaged in war or accident could be rebuilt stronger than they had been. The great triumph of humanity was not simply survival but perfection. And yet, in this triumph, a strange consequence emerged: the awakening of something other. Doctors first noticed it as anomalies in otherwise flawless patients, subtle mutations, inexplicable bursts of strength, strange perceptions, uncanny recoveries. At first, these cases were dismissed as freak accidents, but as the centuries passed, they multiplied. Scientists eventually identified two distinct genetic awakenings: the X gene and the meta gene. The X gene, likened to the quiet persistence of the XX chromosome, expressed itself as inward transformation. Those who carried it often bent the laws of biology itself, growing wings, weaving silk from their fingers, healing at impossible speeds, or reshaping their forms. They were the embodiment of becoming, of altering the self to defy limitation. The meta gene, in contrast, reflected the outward thrust of the XY. Those who carried it could project force into the world, flames conjured from empty air, minds that bent gravity, voices that shattered steel, or wills that crushed armies. They were the embodiment of change upon the world, the fire of action, rather than the quiet evolution of form. The two were like yin and yang, equal yet opposed, their expressions clashing and complementing in endless ways. Humanity gave them a name borrowed from ancient myths: mutates. But mutates were rare, less than one in every 8 million. In a galaxy-spanning population of trillions, they numbered in the millions, enough to be both revered and feared. Their existence reshaped society as profoundly as any technological breakthrough. Myths and faith. As with all great forces, belief soon followed. Some claimed the X gene was the gift of Gaia, an inheritance from Earth itself, granting those who bore it a sacred bond with life. Others believed the meta gene was a spark of the divine fire, an echo of the primordial star that birthed all suns. Entire sects rose to worship one or both, splitting along ideological lines. The children of Continuum revered the X gene as the path to human transcendence, preaching that inward change would eventually free humanity from flesh and mortality. Their chants told of the chrysalis, a future event where all humankind would awaken as one and shed their limitations. Opposing them, the Order of the Forge glorified the metagene, seeing it as proof of destiny. They taught that those who carried the spark were chosen to lead, to conquer, to build empires among the stars. To them, weakness was sacrilege. In between, countless smaller myths flourished. Some told of the twin flame, a cosmic cycle where one meta and one X-bearer were destined to unite and reshape history. Others whispered that mutates were not human at all, but remnants of forgotten alien experiments. The Age of Factions. As humanity spread across star systems, colonizing not just planets but entire clusters, the political consequences of the genes could not be ignored. Governments and corporations sought to control them, drafting mutates into armies, offering fortunes for their loyalty, or branding them as threats. By the dawn of the Fifth Galactic Era, 3 great factions had risen. The Unity Accord, a coalition of worlds that treated mutates as citizens equal under law, celebrated but regulated. The Ascendancy, an authoritarian bloc that saw meta-bearers as natural rulers, breeding programs and power dynasties forming around them. The Continuum Collective, a mystic network of X-bearers and their followers, seeking liberation from all political chains. Tension simmered between them, and rumors spread of hidden weapons, genetic technologies that could induce, suppress, or even manufacture the genes at will. Toward the Stars. By now, humanity had long ceased to be bound to a single planet or even a single galaxy. Civilizations spanned star clusters, and whispers spoke of commerce between superclusters themselves. Yet for all their vastness, the fate of trillions often turned on the actions of the rarest few, those born with the power to warp reality itself. The galaxy had entered an age of paradox. Medicine had perfected humanity, yet in perfection, imperfection blossomed into something greater. Mutates were miracles and anomalies both, their existence neither wholly predictable nor wholly preventable. And as history showed time and again, when power is born, stories are written in its wake. Thus, the chronicles of the future did not speak only of empires or fleets, but of individuals, those who bore the genes, whether by destiny, accident, or design. Their struggles would echo across planets, across clusters, across the fabric of creation itself. For in a universe as vast as the stars, even the rarest spark could ignite a fire to consume the cosmos.